This is Gary G reporting from the Staples Center. Stay tuned.
So, I'm not sure, but it's interesting, from a coaching perspective, you don't change your job, you really do the same stuff, you still have your philosophy on how you want to play, in our case, because we've lost so many of our scorers and our playmakers, I think it's a little different. We do actually have to try to make some changes for short term on the fly. The danger there is, you don't know how long your other guys are out, meaning Gallo and Milo, and you don't want to change too much because then when they go back, then you have to change again. So you just have to be, you have to have slow change in times like this.
What went into the decision on to put Trez in there?
Oh, I don't think it's every night it's gonna be someone different. I like Trez's energy, his ability to rebound, and I think he is in a strange way another great passer, playmaker for us, and we just need that.
Is this a game where you think Lou and Nuss are going to have to carry the offense, or is this going to be a by committee sort of thing?
Well, obviously those are your two choices, with us, and unfortunately I'm sure Q knows that as well, so, you would think that's the two guys for us, and, from my perspective, I know the other team knows that too, and so they may have to make plays by passing, because I don't think Utah's just gonna let those two guys, they know. I mean, usually you have 4 or 5 guys, different guys, it's those two, and then, so no, they'll load up, there's no doubt about it. I think our other guys will be ready though, we've prepared for that.
What about DeAndre? What are your thoughts as far as his role stepping up even more as a scorer?
He's just got to be who he is. Like I always hear that this guy has to step up now. They should step up every night. I don't think there should be tonight they're going to step up. Why wasn't they stepping up the night before? So I think everybody just needs to do their job, and do their role and play their role. And the game won't be 30-30. I guarantee you, someone's going to make some shots. There's going to be ball movement, and both teams are going to have to be great defensively. As strange as that sounds, because when you have this many guys out, you can't allow the other team to put a certain number on the board. You can't reach that. So it'd be more about that.
Yes.
Same one, DeAndre. What are you telling him about the changes in the personnel and what you need from him on a nightly basis now?
Be DJ. That's it. We don't need a sit down campfire discussion or anything like that. And you really don't. Unfortunately, and fortunately for DJ, someone last night. I think DJ he likes where he's at. He's healthy. He'd rather be healthy and playing than it'd be 5 guys out. He's one of the guys not playing. So obviously it's hard on whoever that guy is, or if it's 2 guys out and the other 3 are left, it's always as hard. But I just don't think you go out of your nature. You stay with who you are and you play that way, and you just try to be a star in your role in whatever you do.
Coach, as far as the players, there's certainly, you're saying they should do it every night. There should be no change.
Yeah.
As far as a coaching perspective, how much deeper do you have to dig as a coach, or do you remain consistent?
When you have your full load, let's say early in the game, team makes a run, you may not call a timeout because you trust that, you have the firepower, to make a run back, or you have to really watch your rotations. We don't have a lot of natural offensive players left, and so, but you can't play those guys for 48 minutes, so you have to be very careful in that. So, and you also have to trust more too. As crazy as it sounds, like you guys who haven't played, you have to allow them to play and allow them to make mistakes and breathe through it. So there's changed a lot.
How do you look at this? Do you look at it as a blessing in disguise in the sense that it may produce better players?
As a blessing in this, I don't even look at the disguise part.
Right.
I really do. I look at every day as a blessing. I mean, I've always done that. And listen, I said it the other night. Someone is going to show me and us that he can do something that we didn't know, and then you use that later. There's always a silver lining. Always a silver lining. in this. I don't know what the hell it is, but you know, you just know it is. You know, that's just life. You know, and you deal with it.
Two questions for you. With Trez starting tonight, and you said it could be someone different every night, is that just based on the lineup that you're facing and matchup?
Yeah, for the most part, and sometimes honestly it's just gut feel. I mean, when you have this many injuries, 4 to 5 out, you just look at it. Some nights you look at a team and like, you know what, we're gonna start 4 guards in 1B. Like we're gonna do what we want to do. We're not going to just match up. You know, I think we got to try to create our own you know, chaos, let's say, versus the other team.
And speaking of creating, with so many bench players moving to the starting lineup, where would you look to create offense from the second unit?
With movement, you know, in simplistic terms, I think when you have a team like what we have right now with all these injuries, you know, I always use the college analogy, like in the pros, the ball movement leads to the better player, and the better player makes the plays. In college, the play makes the player. You know, the play, the execution gets the guy open. I think with our units, that's what's going to have to happen. It's going to have to be through the offense that they get their scoring, and they have to trust that.
You're trailing Utah by a game and a half, I believe. And how important is it for you guys to come out victorious, knowing that they're just a little bit ahead of you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's important to them too then. You know, so it's important to both teams. But I don't ever look at that stuff this early. I just think we just got to – I think both teams with the injuries we have, I think each night you just try